6 words to instantly tell your cat you love them. It sounds like a feline fairy tale, right? But consider this. Science has already confirmed that cats decode your voice, your melody, and your emotional state long before you even try to pet them or call their name. Today, we're unlocking the secret to communicating genuine affection using just a handful of simple sounds, spoken with the right intention, to truly pierce that mysterious wall our cats build. Welcome back to Meow Range, your cozy corner for fascinating facts, heartfelt anecdotes, and surprising discoveries about our cherished cats. Before we begin this journey, let me share a promise. If your love for your cat is even a fraction of the adoration they secretly feel for you, you'll want to hear every single word. One of these sounds has the potential to fundamentally change how your cat looks at you tonight. And hey, before we dive in, a quick favor. Please hit that like button and subscribe. Don't do it for the channel's sake. Do it for your cat. The larger this community of devoted cat lovers grows, the more amazing stories, science, and shared love we get to enjoy together. Your cat has already chosen you, so let's choose to show them that love right back. Let the revelation begin. Cats, linguistic detectives in fur coats. You know that phenomenon. Your cat materializes seemingly out of thin air just because you rattled the treat container or uttered a familiar phrase. That's not a random event. Cats are brilliant at mapping human speech patterns. A pivotal 2013 study from Tokyo University demonstrated conclusively that cats can distinguish their owner's voice from strangers. They may not always heed your call, but their awareness is constant. Cats are essentially emotional seismographs wrapped in fur. They don't grasp syntax or semantics like we do, but they are masters of tone, tempo, and emotional charge. The way you articulate a word is infinitely more significant than the word itself. Each sound you make carries a vibration of security, warmth, or stress, and your cat processes that signal immediately. Let's start breaking down these 6 powerful words, one at a time. Number 1. Come. It seems ordinary, but for your feline friend, come is more than a simple command. When spoken with a soft cadence, it transforms into an invitation, a powerful signal of safety and shared space. Cats instinctively resist direct orders, but they thrive on positive consistency. Always use the same gentle tone when saying come before you offer dinner, initiate play, or provide comfort. This builds a positive association, establishing the word as a warm cue in their minds, a small lighthouse signaling. Great things follow this sound. Research on classical conditioning confirms that positive pairing creates profound emotional memory. By linking come with genuine kindness, never irritation, you are forging a critical bridge between your two worlds. A cat retains the feeling embedded in your voice long after the word itself is forgotten. If you've ever murmured, "Come here," and watched your cat hesitate, assess you, and then slowly approach, you've witnessed not obedience, but love presented as curiosity. Test it this evening. Say come gently, without expectation. If they take even one step closer, reward them with a small praise. You'll be astonished by how quickly they seek that positive echo again. Number 2. Good. You reserve it for dogs or children, but cats understand good, too, through a completely different filter. The true meaning isn't in the definition, it's in the musical quality of the delivery. A 2019 study from University Paris-Nanterre indicated that cats are keenly sensitive to shifts in an owner's voice pitch, showing a preference for higher pitches spoken with an affectionate, sing-song quality. When you say good girl or good boy with that sweet, lilting intonation, you're transmitting calm, approving energy. Your cat pairs that rise and fall in pitch with deep comfort and security. The word good functions as a subtle verbal reward, a form of soft, emotional affirmation they can feel. Use it after a moment of relaxed play or successful litter box use. They won't enthusiastically wag, but look for the quiet cues, slow blinking, a relaxed tail tip, perhaps a soft, low purr. This is your cat's subtle acknowledgement. With time, good becomes a reassuring anchor, a sound that says, "You are safe, I approve." And because cats are phenomenal at remembering positive outcomes, they'll naturally repeat the actions that earned your sonic approval. It's not about manipulation. It's about mutual, calm agreement. Words aren't magic incantations, but when imbued with sincere emotion, they become emotional frequencies. Your cat listens to these frequencies like a tiny, furry receiver. The difference between come and cum is not just volume. It's the entire emotional landscape behind the delivery. One is an open invitation. The other is a stark warning. Every word you address to your cat contributes to their internal sense of well-being. This is why shouting is ineffective. Cats don't process anger. They simply feel the jarring vibration of fear. But speak softly, and you'll see their whiskers shift forward, their ears gently turn towards you. That is a connection being made. It's fascinating. Cats can store vocal patterns linked to positive outcomes. In controlled settings, when specific tones preceded a feeding, cats began to respond to the tone alone, even without the food. It's the feline equivalent of thinking. That sound means good things are coming. Imagine the profound impact when you fill those sounds with genuine love rather than just routine commands. You're not training them. You're teaching them the sensation of being loved. I recall the story of Willow, a traumatized rescue cat in the UK. She avoided everyone. But one kind caretaker consistently used the same soft phrases, "Good girl, come, it's okay." Within weeks, Willow started purring the instant she heard that voice, even if it came from across the room. She wasn't reacting to the language. She was reacting to the feeling of safety conveyed by the sound. Cats may project independence, but emotionally, they are profoundly sensitive. Their ancient survival instincts relied on the ability to read signals of danger, safety, and affection through sound. You can tap into that same primal instinct to convey your love. Every time you speak, you are setting the emotional climate for your cat. So next time your cat relaxes nearby, talk to them. It doesn't matter if they grasp the specific words. What matters is the gentle energy they receive. Whisper "come" as you extend your hand. Say "good" as they offer you a slow blink. You'll begin to notice the subtle feedback, the twitch of an ear, a change in breathing, a quiet murmur of contentment. This is pure, unadulterated communication. Our words are merely bridges, connecting two species through a shared appreciation of sound, tone, and reciprocal trust. Scientists can quantify this connection through heart rate and cortisol levels, but you feel it in your living room every day. Your cat may never utter, "I love you." But if you pay attention, they communicate it constantly. The way they lean into your touch, silently follow you, or sleep facing you with closed eyes. Every gentle word you use strengthens that invisible bond. You're not just speaking to your pet. You're addressing their instincts, their emotions, and their small heart that has learned to trust a human voice. Once you realize this, you'll never interact with them the same way again. Sometimes, the smallest word spoken with the deepest sincerity is the most transformative. Number 3. Here. There is another word, one that doesn't just soothe, but actually alters your cat's internal state when they hear it. If you've ever spoken quietly to your cat and watched their ears turn towards you, you've witnessed something magical. Cats don't just hear the sound. They absorb the accompanying energy. Your voice is the deciding factor between unease and reliance. The word here seems forgettable, but when delivered with a calm, anchored tone, it becomes a sonic symbol of presence, a quiet assurance that you are not alone. Most cats reject commands because their instinct makes them wary of control. Here is not a command. It's an anchor. It suggests that something positive is within immediate reach, a favorite toy, a gentle stroke, or simply your serene presence. Researchers focused on feline cognition have found that cats use vocal cues more than visual confirmation to determine their owner's location. They might not immediately move to you, but they note your position. That voice equals home base. A 2022 Kyoto University experiment demonstrated that cats can successfully track their owner's location using vocal signals alone, even when out of sight. Imagine that your presence is mapped by sound. When you say "here" softly, their brain registers. Safety is in that direction. So, the next time your cat is nervous, hiding during a storm or construction noise, sit nearby, take a deep, calming breath, and say "here." Don't force the issue. Don't pursue. Simply offer the steady sound of security. The truth is, "here" doesn't signify a spot to them. It signifies belonging. Number 4. Okay. This one may be a surprise, but the simple word "okay" can have a genuine therapeutic effect on cats, and it's rooted in verifiable science. Cats are superb emotional sensors. They detect our stress through our tone, posture, and even the micro vibrations in our speech. Studies from the University of Lincoln showed that cats are highly sensitive to subtle stress signals in humans, especially those present in our voice. When you speak calmly, their heart rate slows. When you're anxious, it accelerates. Consider the power of a single, consistent, soothing word used as a signal of equilibrium. When you say, "It's okay," softly and deliberately, you aren't just reassuring your cat. You are signaling to their nervous system, all is well. For instance, if your cat accidentally knocks something over and freezes in alarm, resist the urge to raise your voice. Instead, offer a gentle smile and say, "It's okay." Watch their reaction. Their shoulders relax, their tail tip eases, and they may blink, the ultimate feline peace offering. This is effective because cats are emotional synchronizers. They adjust their own internal state to match your energy, using it to gauge the safety of their surroundings. If you remain composed, they adjust their emotions to mirror yours. Over time, "okay" becomes an emotional cue, a reliable bridge back to peace. One moving account from a Canadian veterinary nurse involved a traumatized stray cat who panicked at any loud noise. Whenever the cat froze, the nurse would softly repeat, "It's okay, baby." After weeks of this consistency, the cat began to purr the moment she heard the phrase, often before being touched. That illustrates the deep connection between tone and trust. So, your cat may not understand the word "okay," but they fundamentally understand the feeling it conveys. This type of connection is beautiful. We are two entirely distinct species, separated by millennia of evolution, yet we can comfort one another through sound alone. No translation required, only resonance. And this resonance is a two-way street. The moment you say "here" or "okay," you also self-soothe. Your breathing regulates, your pitch softens, and your body relaxes. Your cat detects this instantly. It's a feedback loop of affection. You calm them, they calm you, and the room instantly feels like a shared sanctuary. The process goes deeper. Cats don't just recognize your calm, they learn from it. Over time, they develop a safe tone memory. This is a subconscious inventory of sounds that equate to security, affection, or threat. Every time you utilize the same calm tone following a high-stress event, like a doorbell or a vet visit, your cat's brain files that tone under "safe." The next time they hear it, their heart rate drops faster. This is pure neurobiology. Repetition equals reassurance. Establish your own safe tone ritual. It could be "you're okay" or "I'm here." Use it consistently whenever your cat displays anxiety, during noise, storms, or visitors. Soon, you will observe something remarkable. Your cat will start seeking out that phrase. They will approach when they hear it. Their posture will soften. They will trust. This is love in action, built not through grand displays, but through gentle, unwavering consistency. Think about yourself. When a loved one says, "It's okay," and you know they genuinely mean it, a weight lifts. The same exact mechanism happens for your cat. Emotional safety is the bedrock of connection for both species, and cats, despite their aloof reputation, crave that security more than they reveal. It's what allows them to drop their guard, to purr openly, and to sleep exposing their vulnerable belly right beside you. Your words, particularly the calm, familiar ones, grant them permission to feel safe in a world that often feels chaotic. So, try this small experiment tonight. If your cat startles at a noise, do not immediately rush to grab them. Instead, exhale slowly, smile slightly, and say, "It's okay." Then, wait and observe. You might see their ears pivot toward you, followed by a slow blink, perhaps even a soft step closer. That is communication. That is trust. In that small, quiet exchange, you have spoken directly to their nervous system, not just their ears. You've proven that love doesn't require a common language, only the appropriate tone. Perhaps this is why the bond between cat and owner is often described as spiritual. In those small acts of reassurance, you and your cat are constructing something ancient, the language of comfort. If you've ever wondered how to make your cat feel more secure, happier, and deeply connected, remember this: safety always sounds like love. The impact of words lies not in their dictionary definition, but in the emotion they carry. You don't need perfect grammar or baby talk for your cat. Just speak with intention, with sincerity, with warmth in your pitch, and honesty in your tone. Your cat will understand, not because of the word itself, but because they understand you. And that is truly the sound of safety. Number 5. Love. But is there a word that goes beyond simple reassurance? A sound that awakens something deeper, making your cat see you not merely as a caretaker, but as family? Have you ever whispered something to your cat and felt an understanding pass between you? Not of the words, but of the underlying meaning? Cats may not speak our tongue, but they feel our emotions through its rhythm, tone, and power. Some words don't just communicate, they connect. The words so far have been about familiarity, comfort, and consistency. But the next word delves into your cat's emotional core, the sound that tells them, "You belong here with me." Love. This is one of the most potent words in human speech. And it resonates with cats too, not through its dictionary definition, but through its emotional texture. When you pronounce love with that soft, elongated intonation, your cat hears something primal, the frequency of profound care. Research indicates that cats respond to the rhythmic patterns in human speech, especially when the tone mimics how we address infants or loved ones. Researchers at University Paris-Nanterre confirmed in 2022 that cats react more strongly to cat-directed speech, voices characterized by a slower pace, a higher pitch, and a gentle melody. So, when you utter, "I love you," what your cat actually receives is not the literal meaning, but a pervasive vibration of serenity, warmth, and focused attention. It's a frequency that says, "You are secure, and I am here." Try this small ritual. Sit calmly near your cat. Wait until their gaze meets yours. Then, softly say love, letting your voice linger on the V. Observe closely. You might see their ears subtly point forward, or they may offer a slow blink. That slow blink is not arbitrary. It is their reciprocal, "I love you." Scientists call this affiliative blinking, and it is one of the clearest visual signs of feline affection. When your cat closes their eyes in your presence, it signals complete trust. You can reinforce this ritual by pairing the word, "Say love," as you slowly blink back at them. It's a private dialogue shared only by the two of you. Over time, your cat will link that sound with a feeling of deep serenity. Even during stressful times, like a trip to the vet or a noisy night, repeating love in your familiar tone can tether them back to calmness. For cats, love is not expressed through dramatic acts. It is built one soft whisper at a time. Love, however, demands balance. Excessive stimulation can be overwhelming, even when delivered affectionately. So let your words do the work. Speak gently, then let a meaningful silence settle. Silence is sacred to a cat. It is where true trust resides. And you'll notice a beautiful paradox. The quieter you are, the more profoundly they listen. Can a mere word genuinely alter a cat's brain chemistry? In a way, yes. When you speak affectionately to your cat, your own body releases oxytocin, the powerful bonding hormone. When you follow this with a gentle touch, that hormone release is mirrored in your cat. Their oxytocin levels rise, too. Studies from Oregon State University have revealed that cats, much like dogs, exhibit elevated oxytocin levels when interacting with affectionate owners. Thus, saying love is not just poetic, it's physiological. Your voice acts as a cue for connection, harmonizing the neurochemistry between you and your cat. This is the difference between training and bonding. Training teaches a behavior. Bonding instills trust. Perhaps the most wonderful aspect of the word love is that it compels you to slow down, to appreciate the simple details, the way your cat tucks their paw while sleeping, the gentle pressure of their head against your hand. Cats do not love through noise or drama. They love through presence. Every time you speak softly, blink slowly, and inhale deeply, you are speaking the very language they use, the language of stillness. So, try this quiet experiment tonight. Just before settling down for the night, whisper love. If your cat is nearby, you may observe them lift their head, their eyes half closed, their tail offering a lazy twitch of confirmation. That is not mere chance. That is connection. Some owners believe their cats are indifferent to words. But what if the opposite is true? What if they simply prioritize how those words are delivered? Think about when you call your cat's name with a gentle rhythm or hum quietly while petting them. Their body language shifts. Their tail flick slows. Their breathing synchronizes with yours. This is not imagination. It is biology. Cats align with the emotional state of their human companion. One researcher coined it emotional contagion. When you feel peace, your cat absorbs it. When you radiate love, they feel it. Not as an abstract concept, but as a tangible vibration. This is why these simple words are so important. They remind both of you that love is not spoken. It is shared. Let's pause briefly. If you're watching and have ever whispered, "I love you," to your cat, please share their reaction in the comments. Did they blink? Did they purr? Did they offer that classic, inscrutable, philosophical stare? I genuinely read every comment, and I treasure your stories. Each one confirms the reality of this profound bond. Your voice serves as your cat's emotional map. And these chosen words, gentle, familiar, filled with feeling, chart the course home. There is a deep poetry in the realization that love doesn't always need literal translation. You and your cat are writing a unique story that utilizes sounds, not sentences. Every come, every good, every love is added to that shared dictionary that only you two understand. In this quiet exchange, a transformation occurs. Your cat is no longer just a pet. They become something deeper, a soul that elected to walk alongside yours for a period of time. The next time you whisper, "love," remember that they don't need to be fluent in English. They are fluent in energy. They feel the kindness in your tone, the patience in your touch, the sincerity in your heart. And perhaps that's why cats, unlike any other animal, can look directly into our eyes and make us feel truly seen. Because, in a sense, they are reading us. They are listening to the rhythm of our hearts through the conduit of our words. So, keep speaking softly. Keep saying love, even on days when you feel worn down or quiet. To your cat, your voice isn't just a sound, it is home. And that may be the most beautiful truth of all. Every time you whisper to your cat, they don't just hear you, they feel you. Number 6. Their name. But there is one final word, one so intensely personal, so intimate, that it closes the final gap between your heart and your cat's. It goes beyond comfort and touches upon identity and the unique bond you share. There is one specific sound that your cat cherishes more than any other. It is not the sound of treats, or dinner, or even the word love. It is simply their own name. Yes, that single, unassuming word. The one you likely say dozens of times daily without a second thought, is the sound that connects your two souls. In 2019, researchers at the University of Tokyo conducted a fascinating experiment. They played recordings of cats' names spoken by both their owners and by strangers. Crucially, the cats' ears twitched, their heads turned, and their tails shifted specifically at the sound of their own name, even when spoken by an unknown voice. They showed no equivalent reaction to similar-sounding, random words. This confirms that your cat doesn't just recognize your voice. They recognize the pattern of love embedded in their name when you utter it. Ponder this for a moment. From the instant they arrived in your life, every key positive event, feeding, playing, cuddling, going to bed, has been heralded by that word. Milo, Luna, Cleo, Leo. Their name is more than a label. It's a melody that signifies, "You are a valued part of my world." When you speak it with affection, you aren't just calling them. You are strengthening the bond forged by countless soft morning meows and sleepy goodnight glances. However, a crucial factor is often overlooked. The tone of their name is just as important as the word itself. If their name is exclusively used during moments of frustration, "Milo, stop that," they will associate it with anxiety. But if it is spoken softly, "Milo, hey, good boy," it becomes an immediate cue for affection. Your cat will begin to actively seek that sound because it feels like comfort. Here is a simple action to try. Call your cat's name once, then pause. Let the silence hang for a beat. Cats respond well to pauses. It mimics their natural communication rhythm. When they look at you, lower your voice slightly and repeat their name again, slower, gentler, as if you were saying something sacred. You will see their posture change. Eyes soften, ears angle forward, a gentle tail sway. That is their response. "Yes, I recognize you, and I trust you." Your cat's name is not just a label. It is a bridge. It simultaneously connects memory, emotion, and recognition. Every time you speak it with kindness, It reinforces the neural pathways in their brain that link your voice with safety and reward. Neuroscientists have discovered that when a cat hears their name from their favorite human, the auditory cortex illuminates in a distinct way compared to any other sound. In essence, that word carries emotional data. It is deeply personal, and the effect is mutual. The moment you say their name with love, your own brain releases serotonin, a neurotransmitter associated with attachment and calm. That is why calling your cat's name can make you feel better too. It's a biological feedback loop of affection. Their heart rate slows. Yours does, too. And for that moment, everything aligns perfectly. One of the most moving stories I've heard involved a woman who adopted Toby, a quiet, withdrawn senior cat who rarely made eye contact. She spoke to him every day, softly repeating, "Toby? Toby, it's okay. Toby, you're home." For weeks, he gave no reaction. But one evening, she said his name while reading, and Toby climbed onto her chest, placed his paw on her shoulder, and began to purr for the very first time. It was not chance. It was recognition. His name had finally transcended a sound to become trust. That is the profound magic of this sixth word. Now, think about the countless times your cat has heard their name spoken in comfort, in amusement, in surprise. Each repetition weaves another strand into the invisible fabric that connects you. Over the months and years, it becomes a distinct pattern of affection that no other sound can ever replace. If there is one key takeaway, it is this: the way you use your cat's name fundamentally shapes the relationship you share. Say it with gentleness, with the same care you would use for someone who is truly listening, because they are. Let's review the 6 words one last time. Come, good, here, okay, love, name. Each word carries a unique emotional charge. Together, they form a quiet language, your personal dialect of love. Come extends an invitation. Good reinforces confidence. Here signals secure presence. Okay restores calm. Love deepens emotional connection. And their name seals the whole relationship with individual identity. This is not about training a cat. It's about establishing emotional resonance, a form of music your cat hears not with their ears, but with their heart. The true secret is this: cats do not need us to speak flawlessly. They simply need us to speak honestly. When you softly speak their name, when you whisper love before the lights go out, when you gently murmur, "okay," after they flinch at a noise, you are speaking the oldest, most powerful language in existence: care. That is what your cat understands above all else. Because love doesn't require literal translation, it demands consistency. So, here is your challenge for tonight. Sit next to your cat, even if they appear to be half asleep. Whisper their name once. Wait, then repeat it again, just a little softer. If they offer a slow blink, a slight stretch, or a quiet, rumbling purr, you will know they heard you. They felt you. And in that tiny, silent exchange, they communicated their love right back in their own way. That is the bond you've been meticulously constructing all along. It requires no elaborate tricks or treats, only tenderness. The simple truth is this: your cat does not love you because of what you give them. They love you because of how you make them feel. Every word, every glance, every moment of stillness, it all accumulates into something sacred: trust. And when you say their name with love, you aren't just calling your cat. You are calling their soul. So, continue to speak gently, continue to be present, continue to love them through your tone, your stillness, and that gentle voice they have come to know as safety. And if this conversation brought a smile to your face, if it made you want to reach out and stroke your cat immediately, please take a moment to subscribe to Meow Range. Not for the algorithm, but because every single week, we uncover another secret from the mysterious and beautiful minds of cats. Your cat may not grasp the words, but they will absolutely grasp the feeling, and that is all that truly matters.